person whom you're trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please leave a message after the beep.
All right. So I'm just gonna dial Stevens in, and then we'll get started. In the meantime, people in the chat room say hi, or ask questions or do something. Stevens,
Mr. Azur?
how are you, man? We're live, so don't talk bullshit about anybody.
Can I talk shit about you?
Yeah, of course, all the time.
Wait, have you been live all this time?
No. I stopped around 6:30.
Okay.
And I had some dinner. Mr. Chipo, hello, how are you, man? So yeah, I just had some dinner and played with my kids and stuff. And then came back on.
All right. Let's do it. Nice hat, by the way.
Thank you. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. I think that Pusher is gonna be incredible.
Yeah. Can you take a little bit of time to kind of explain to us why, what role will Pusher play in the system and what problem does it solve, right? I think it's important to understand that.
Sure. So what was the question?
The question is, what is the critical problem that we're running into, and why Pusher is a good solution for that problem?
Yeah. So that's a great question. And I'm gonna explain, right? So the main challenge in managing chat or managing anything that is multi-channel is basically managing the channels, right?
Yep.
So why is this not working? All right, now it's working. So think about it, right? So if I'm here on Slack, right, and then I post a message.
All right.
Then this message, if we think about it, has an ID, it has a channel, and it has like a text, right?
Yep.
Now, what I want here on the React side, what I basically have is I have some sort of a channel. Now, this channel it has like an ID. Now, this channel can accept multiple of these, right? So you can have an ID of 1 here, and then ID of 2 here, and then ID of 3 here. And what you want is to have a conversation with 1, and then you have to have a conversation with 2, and then you want to have a conversation with 3.
Yep.
Now, the main problem is that you have, 2 to 3 microservices that handle this. Whatever. So you have like 2 to 3 microservices that handle this. And when you have that, then you need to somehow manage state. And state is tricky because state needs to hold the state to this, and it needs to hold the state to this. Now, the state is not the problem. The main problem is to hold the reference to the channel. And I'm not talking about the channel ID, but I'm actually talking about the communication channel. So what Pusher gives you is it gives you this like absolute ID for the channel, and then you can use this channel from any program without actually holding a reference to the communication channel. Because what you do is you push to Pusher, and they handle the communication back to React for you. Do you see what I'm saying?
So it's like establish a session. It's like a session ID, right?
Exactly. It's like a session ID, but you say, once I have the session ID, I can call the session ID from Rails and send data to it. And then I can call the session ID from Node and send data to it. and so on and so forth. So I don't have I don't need the specific Node.js application that actually does that. You know what I mean?
Okay, I think I'm getting close. So is this sort of like a state machine that holds the state of the channel for us, so we have a reference across our infrastructure, and we can reference it from anywhere? Is that the
Exactly.
purpose?
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
So for example, every client, every React client will have some sort of an ID, and then you can use this ID to communicate back with that client.
So my question is, do every message actually goes through their server?
Yeah.
Okay. So every single communication data will actually go through their service
Yeah.
and then come back to our
Yeah.
service. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Do they hold that data? Do they store that data?
I don't know. I don't know. They
But
probably
if
have
they
some.
store it, they don't offer an API for us to
No, no, they
access.
don't. No.
Okay.
No. So
Okay.
for them,
All
it's
right.
basically just I'm gonna manage the channel for you. I don't know if they have anything that is, you know, whatever.
Okay.
Um,
So both sides has to communicate with their API. Well, we'll see. I
yeah,
mean,
we'll see.
we'll see.
Okay, so now let's go to, we have the jumpy callbacks. And then here, so let's have the chat controller. All right. And
All right.
then here, we'll have a def of from Slack. You know what I mean? Here, for example.
Yep.
And then this will have a message or something like that. Okay. So now inside of our gem file here, we'll add pusher. Okay.
Yep.
So then we'll have a bundle install. Tmux new session -s callbacks. Oops, Tmux attach session callbacks. Cool. So I already have that. And now here we will have, what happened? Okay, cool. So we'll have config initializers, and we'll start a pusher.rb. And then here what we'll have is this. And I will change this secret, so don't worry about it, okay?
All right.
Let's see, it's 4.9. Yes, it is. So I'm gonna change it, so don't worry about it. Okay.
All right.
And then here in the chat controller, what I'm going to do is this. All right. So message equals params message. Okay. And then we'll have something like that. So here we'll have a pusher.trigger my channel, and then my event something, and then message equal to hello world. And then actually the message will equal to message, like so.
So this is sending the channel and the message to pusher.
Yeah, this is sending the message, my event, right, on this my channel with this data to pusher.
Okay.
Now,
What is my event? Is this like a tag?
yeah,
Like
it's just
what?
the name of the event. So you can have a chat message, and then you can have other events coming in through the system. You know what I mean?
All right. All right. All right.
So then this will be this, and then we have the jumpy temp server, right? server here, and then here we will have this server.js. No, this is not what we want. It's called the Bugsy bot, buggy bot, cd open source, cd buggy bot. Yeah, I think it's that one. So then here in index.js, we'll have this. Okay.
Yep.
And then we have the token and we have everything. So what we need is we need to re-authenticate right now. Okay.
We gotta do that nrock shit again.
Yeah, yeah. ngrok HTTP 3000, right? And then Rails server. Okay, so we have this Rails server, and then this is the ngrok. Where is this, by the way? So this is the index. Where did we put this? Oh, it's in the auth controller. Auth controller. And yeah, this is it here. So then we have this, and then we need to generate a new client ID and a client secret. So let me do that. So yeah, we have to do it every time because we expose the tokens. We don't want to, we don't want to expose it for a long time. Okay, so then apps. We have Jumpy. Can remove the app. Okay. Slack apps. Okay. So there it is. We have Jumpy, and then I'm gonna generate the credentials. Okay, so here we have an export client ID equals to this. And then we have an export client secret equals to this. Okay.
Okay.
So now Rails server. And what we need is to update this in Slack as well. Okay, so where is it? So it's OAuth and permissions. OAuth and permissions, yes. So then I'm gonna create a new redirect URL. And done, and save. Cool. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to install the app to the workspace, copy this link. Okay, so here I'm going to copy this link here, and then here, and then here, redirect URI, and it's going to be this /auth. Okay, so I'm going to authorize, and what we're supposed to see right now is the token. So we do, there is a token.
Okay.
Okay, so there it is. So we're going to put the token in here. Okay?
Yep.
Cool. So now we have this, and let's go to Jumpy, tmux list sessions here, tmux attach session -s Avalon -t Avalon. All right. Cool. So here we are on Avalon now. All right.
Okay.
And here, what we need to do is we need to import pusher. So pusher.
What are we doing in Avalon?
We need the pusher client as well.
Right,
So
but Avalon is a Python server.
no, Avalon is the chat client. isn't it?
Oh,
Oh no no.
no.
So sorry.
This is
Yeah
the
sorry
part.
sorry sorry
I
sorry.
was like,
So it's chat client. I'm sorry. So
I have too
cd
many services.
chat client here, and then npm install pusher dash dash save. Okay.
You need to find the time to kind of, clean things up a little bit. It's gonna get confusing even for yourself.
Sure. And then we have an app.js, and we have a conversation window index.js. Conversation window presenter here. So we want to remove the socket here. We want the socket to be removed. Okay.
Because we want to send a message to pusher instead.
Yeah, we want to send the message. I'm not sure actually. So let's do
How
that
do we
for
receive
now.
message?
Just 1 second. So we need, where's the socket? Yeah, so we need the jumpy cd jumpy temp server here. Cat token. So here we have the server.js. Yeah, so we need this here. Okay, so node server.js, because this is the socket. No, he's not Korean. He's Chinese.
But how do you know I'm an Asian?
Because you're an asshole.
Whoa.
Okay.
Does Twitch have like policy for racists?
This dot pusher equals to new pusher, and then here we're gonna import pusher from pusher. All right, so then import pusher from pusher. Okay, and npm start here. And then we have a pusher with the client ID, and it does something. Okay. And then here, what we'll do is we'll do this.
This stop pusher.
Okay. So here we'll do this. So this dot channel, and then we'll do, I don't know, console.log data.message. Okay. You with me?
Yep.
All right. So what should happen now is this. So let's put this token here. Okay. So we are gonna, pusher is not defined, line 19. Yeah, this should be pusher channel, and then this dot channel. Okay. And now what we need is export token equals to this, and we need the buggy bot. And then node index.js. Okay?
Yep.
So now we should see the bot on Slack coming up. Okay?
Okay.
So let's do hello. And we see hello yourself, you see?
Yep.
And if we go to the React application, so local host 3001, 3001, not 30,001. What? Pusher? Subscribe is not a function. Okay, pusher. Ver pusher, subscribe. Okay, I don't see that. Well, we can do that as well. Okay, so let's do that. Just 1 second. So then here index.html app dot, where's the HTML? Here, index.html. We can put this script for pusher. And then we will have pusher. This dot pusher equals to new pusher, and then oh, this is pusher dot subscribe. Oh, wait a minute. I think I overreacted. Just 1 second. Okay, so I think I overreacted. So we don't really need this. I think I overreacted. Okay. So now let's refresh. So here this will be this dot pusher dot unsubscribe. Okay, and then what? Channel. Yeah, this is going to be this dot channel. All right. So now, what? This dot pusher dot subscribe is not a function. Okay, so let's go back here. This dot pusher dot subscribe. Okay. And then let's add this back. Let's refresh. Why is this dot var channel? So this dot channel and then this dot channel. Seems like it's not liking this subscribe method, even though I'm like literally copying this from their documentation. So here, let's remove this. Well, pusher is not undefined now. Conversation pusher is undefined. Search for keywords. This should not be undefined. This is a bummer.
But what's the problem?
Well, it's not just not liking it. So just 1 second. Pusher. Authenticate. Webhook. Yeah, pusher client. That's what I want. Pusher client. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. So I actually should be this. So undo, and then this should be pusher client. And then here, let's do here. Here, npm install -- save pusher client, and we'll remove pusher in a second. I did import pusher. Hey, Netsack. Hey, Aaron. How are you guys? All right, so then npm start. And I think now this should be good. So let's start this on a different port. And then here, let's do node index.js. So now, what is the problem? Line 13, it's saying pusher is not defined. Oh, I didn't save, so save this. Okay, so now we're good. There it is. Let's refresh. And let's open up the console.
Oh, man. This is getting exciting, man.
Okay, so what we should see is we should see a message every time we send something from Slack. Okay,
All right,
so let's put this here. I don't know, like this, whatever. And then hello. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I'm missing one thing. Just 1 second. I'm missing one thing. So then here, what I'm missing is this. From here, let's see, what is this console thing? So message, and then where's the raw text? So message.text, that's what I want. Okay. So Axios, npm. So here, npm install -- save Axios. Okay. So then here, what we will do is we will do this. So here we will do var Axios equals to require Axios. Okay. And then here we'll have Axios.post. Yep. So here we'll have an Axios.post to HTTP localhost 3000 Slack. And then this is the body. So message is message.text. Okay.
All right.
So then here, and then we'll do node index.js. And then we'll go to our, where is our Rails server? This is our Rails server. And then we'll go to routes.rb. And then we'll post that Slack is chat and from Slack.
Cool. Cool.
Okay, so we'll restart the Rails server. And now, if we do that, let's see what's going on. Well, I got something.
What did you get? Error.
No,
WebSocket error.
No, dude, I got something. Just 1 second. I definitely saw something.
I saw a WebSocket
You see, started
error.
post and then message. You see? Oh, I think I know what I think I know what happened. WebSocket error, unknown socket. You see this?
Yeah,
Let's
it's
refresh.
probably not.
Yeah, I think it's my my thing. This one.
Error is still doing it.
Yeah, it's not liking this. Just 1 second. Where is this? Account settings, apps, Jumpy. Yeah, I see the messages, by the way, like on their
Where do you?
on their.
Oh, you see
website.
it on the
Yeah.
on the pushy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I see like on stats. I do see that.
So it's just a client error.
Well, I'm not sure. Pusher version. Oh, wait a minute. So here, in our index.html, I don't need that anymore. So now we refresh.
Is it gone? Is that from the previous?
No, I think it's just not loading it. You see? It's just failing.
So something is
no, and I
off
think
with
it's
the
my.
package.
I think it's this. You
Oh,
block origin.
unblock. Okay.
I think it's this
Why
one.
do you have that though? Is that an ad blocker?
What is it doing? Is it a 404? What is it getting? Empty response. So it's getting an empty response. Okay, we'll get over it. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, who are you?
Um,
I have no doubt.
hmm. Yeah, it's like the page isn't working. It's like empty response.
Oh, since this is not downloading the package, so do they have a bug in their code? I wouldn't be surprised. They don't look like a big company, you know.
So the app key is here. Cluster is US2. Well, this is weird. Let's see, pusher client. And then we have the, do we need the secret? We definitely do not need the secret on the client. Subscribe. I see socket, and then new pusher. And then, so let's remove this with like encrypted and just use the API key. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it's still the same issue. I'm getting a 426 right now. What? Let's use this without any extensions and see what we get. Yeah, I'm still getting 4 to 6 upgrade required. Oh, is it because? So here, we'll do encrypted equals to true. No, it's giving me an error response. No, it's not a course. It's not a course one. It's saying upgrade required. So I'm not really sure what's the issue. I'm seeing pusher and then new pusher and then encrypted and then auth, whatever, cluster, auth endpoint. I don't know. I really don't see anything that I'm doing wrong here. No access control allow origin header is present. Wait a minute. So let's do like getting started here. And inside our getting started, I don't see anything. Okay. So one thing. Yeah. So on the pusher website, I do see that message. So let's go to app settings. Enable subscription. I don't see anything that should be doing that.
But our client is not getting that message, right?
No, because our client is not connecting. But I'm seeing that on the pusher website.
Yep. But keep in mind they're a small company, so they, you know.
No, dude. It has nothing to do with it.
No, I mean I'm saying that there could be a bug in their code.
There could be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't be surprised. This, you know, there's a possibility that this is one of their problem.
There could be, but you know. Yeah, this is really weird. It's like it's trying and then it's telling me that the upgrade is required. Wow. And if I just load it, then I'm getting an undefined. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, there's only a few lines of code on our side, so
So
what's wrong?
I'm seeing something here. So npm install dash dash save pusher.js.
Maybe it doesn't work with this version of the React client.
No, I'm seeing like some packages here. So pusher.js is from pusher themselves. So instead of pusher client, let's do pusher.js. And then let's do npm start. So it's definitely not a course issue, that's for sure. So now when I refresh,
Nope.
WebSocket
So
connection,
now
invalid
it's
frame header. What is this invalid frame header? Did you forget to specify the cluster? Yeah, so now this is good. So let's go back to the cluster and refresh. And now we're getting the same thing. So it's like, what? So let's do encrypted, not true. So just a cluster. Yeah, now it's telling me no access control allow origin. Wait. So pusher.js, JS, and then the cluster, and then the encrypted. So now I think this will work. And it does. Okay. So now if I go here and I do something. Yeah,
oh, there we
it
go.
is.
We see something.
There it is.
Ah, interesting.
So
What did you do wrong?
no, it's just the package. The package was bad. I didn't do anything wrong. It's just the package wasn't working.
So it's
So
not
pusher
pusher
JS
client.
is the one that's
pusher.
working. Pusher and pusher, but blah 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 isn't working.
Okay.
So then this is pusher, and we have my event, and now what we can do is we can do something cool. Okay. So then this dot state equals to this messages equals to this. Okay.
Okay.
And then what we'll do, add message. Okay. So this dot messages, let messages equals to this dot state dot messages, and then messages dot push, and then message, and then we'll do this dot set state messages to messages. I don't really need that because it's ECMAScript 6. All right, and then we'll do this dot add message with the data dot message. Okay.
Okay.
This is JavaScript. What language is the best? Oh, what language is the best to start programming? Python, Ruby, or JavaScript. Don't overthink it. Just start. And then this dot add message. All right. And then here, what we will do is we'll do a render message here. Okay. And then here we'll have a return like so. And then we'll have this div that's a message. No.
Is this?
What?
It's gonna be good.
Of course it is.
It's gonna be good.
And then 36 lines down, we'll put this. 36 lines down, we'll put that. Okay. So then let's put that here. What kind of program can you build with Ruby? Any kind that you want.
Yep, it's pretty powerful.
Okay. Here. And then here, let's remove all of the messages. So 17 lines up. And then this one is 13 lines up. And then here, that's the one here. That's the one here. Message summary. This is the message summary. And I think we'll do this. So this dot state dot messages dot map message equals to this, and then we'll have return this dot render message with message. Okay, message input, so we don't need this. What? This is not allowed before it's super. Yeah, that's true. So 8 lines down, let's remove this. Hey, Krenigan, how are you, mate? Okay, so now let's go here to Slack and add something. And we do see that, so data.message. So what is it? Data, this dot add message is not a function. So this dot add message, yep, that's mistyped. So add message. So now it will refresh, and we'll go to Slack, add a message. What? This dot add message again? Yeah, now it's here. This dot add message is not defined. Should I just do add message like so? I don't think so. Yeah, so it's this dot add message. Let's refresh. Go to Slack, post. No, man, this dot add message is not defined. What the fuck? What?
It is defined.
Yeah, I can see that. Add message. Oh, it's this thing. It's this. Ah.
So what is this here?
Dude, this here is not this. It's like this. It's not this. You know what I mean? So
it's
what you should do here is you should do like something like const add message equals to this dot add message, and then here you'll do this, and now if you go here, then this works. No, it doesn't. Fuck. Cannot read property state of undefined. What? What? State of undefined? So this is in the presenter line 32. So it's here. It's already in here. So this dot state is nothing when it should be something. Let's refresh. Yeah, I can use an arrow function. That's true. I can use an arrow function. So yeah. So this dot state is undefined here. So this is undefined. Even this is undefined. Okay, so let's do channel.bind and then data. And then here we'll do this dot add message. So now let's do that. Okay. Paste. There it is. You see?
Oh, sweet.
So hi from Slack. And then hi back. You see, hi back, and then
Wait, how is
or
how
send,
is it already working? How is the two-way communication already working?
because I'm a genius.
So is Pusher already doing this two-way communication for us?
Yeah.
So once you subscribe, once you do like pusher.subscribe, the socket, it both listen to the pusher server, it also listen to our client, and it pushes back to our Slack.
Yeah. And here on submit, we will this dot add message with the message input value as well. So now you'll see a true like two-way communication, right? So hi, and then send, and then this is a hi, and then hello.
Whoa. I don't even remember we built the Rails endpoint to post to
It was
Slack.
too fast for you to see that.
Where was it? Can you show it to me? Yeah, it was probably too fast for me to even fucking see it.
Yeah, but look at this, right?
Where is
So
it?
check it out. Let's refresh here. So hi, send, and then this
I
is
know,
going to Slack, and then hello.
Shit. Just going too fast
How are
for me to
you?
comprehend.
And then you're like, I am doing great. Thank you.
Oh, this is sweet. But
Oh my God.
show me the Rails code.
You are right. Stevens didn't even realize this was done right now. Wait, realize. And then like, yeah, that guy. Like, fuck him. Stupid asshole. Okay. So
Yeah, slow down a little bit. Let me see where I remember we did from Slack to
okay, so let's
client.
circle back
Yeah.
and I will show you that and I will also explain that to chat. Okay. So here's how it works. Okay. So we have a node. We have Rails, and we have Pusher.
And then we have a
And
React.
then React. Okay?
Yeah.
So from Slack. Okay? So Slack goes to Node. Okay?
Yep.
Node goes to Rails. Rails go to Pusher. Pusher goes to React.
Got it.
Okay? And then we have another node here. Node 2. And this is from React. Okay, so from React, we go to Node. We go to Rails. We go to Slack.
Wait, so we don't go through Pusher on the way back?
No.
Then how are we holding that reference to the channel? Like, don't we need to reference that particular communication channel?
We need, so there are a few channels here. So the word channel will confuse you. So I recommend not using it because
Okay.
Slack has a channel.
Yeah. And Pusher has a channel.
And Pusher has a channel. And then this is a channel as well.
Okay, so I mean, if we don't need Pusher on the way back, why do we even need
Well,
Pusher
so
at
we
all?
can use Pusher on the way back too. If we use like the Pusher, webhooks,
Yeah.
then we can have pusher subscribing, and then we can just have pusher call, um, have pusher call this node, this Rails application again, right? So then this will work like this.
Right. Well, I'm trying to understand how does it work right now. Like, how are
I
we
just
holding
told you how does this work right now.
Yeah, but there, in my mind, I'm thinking there must be some reference that is persistent across this entire back and forth,
Yeah, so we have the Slack token,
right?
and that's like a hard coded reference, so we can look at that. And everything that is hard coded is going to be in the database. This is just a POC, right? So then we'll have the chat controller. Okay, so this is the one that posts to Slack, and this is the one that gets from Slack.
You see here, so from Slack means this message is going from Slack to the React.
No,
right?
this goes from Slack, again, from Slack to Node to Rails, and this is here, the Rails here.
Right. So I get this part,
And then
I get this part.
from
There's
Rails to
pusher involved.
pusher, which is here, this one,
Yep.
and then to
Okay.
React.
Okay. So throughout this communication, the Slack channel ID is hard coded. That is persistent with every single communication, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now what I'm confused is on the way back.
So
How
on
are
the
we
way
doing it?
back, we have this bot that all he does is a stupid one, and all he does is listen to a socket event on the client,
See?
and then sends it to Rails. And we can
Okay,
replace this with pusher.
Okay, so it listens to the React app, right? And then it sends the Rails. Okay, so can I see the Rails code, like the
So let's
slash?
replace this with pusher. Okay.
Why? I mean,
Well, I
is it
think it's just
necessary?
I think it's good,
Okay.
So we have subscribe, and we have bind and unbind. So how do we send data to the channel? So I'm looking at this pusher.js here, just so we're looking at the same thing. So then we have initialization. So we have this socket, and then we have encrypted, we have authentication, CSRF, we have authorizer, cluster, blah, blah, blah. Who cares, who cares, who cares? And then we have subscribing to channels. And then we have unsubscribing. We have binding. So then we have bind and unbind. And then we have connection events. Who cares? And I don't see a way to send an event. You see? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Okay, so let's see that. So I see this as a channel which subscribe to event, but then I don't see a way to trigger an event. Yeah, you see, it's like only that this is triggering. Pusher JS trigger event. Client events. Triggering client event. Okay, so triggering. triggering client. Not all traffic needs to go via your blah, 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 blah. Trigger. Channel.trigger. Okay? There it is.
Okay.
So what? So, but I don't see that as a thing here. So let's look at pusher.js here. And let's search trigger. So I do see trigger. I do see trigger. Okay. So then here, let's refresh. And let's do something, okay? So, oh, is the pusher not? Okay, so let's remove this socket here. So socket, remove this, okay? So then here we'll do this dot channel dot trigger, and then we'll do something like event from client, okay? And then the message is going to be the message input value. All right?
Okay.
So then let's see if that works first. So let's refresh and let's do like this, send. So bad event name from pusher, bad event name. What? So trigger event name, bad event name, pusher bad event name, bad event name. Oh, index of client. Okay. So you need to look at documentation. So client some event. You see? So you need the event to have the client here. So then we'll have that send, and then we don't see that anymore. Okay? To send client, you must enable this feature in the settings page of your dashboard. Okay, so settings, app settings, enable client event. So I enabled that in the client events. So now we should have that. So send, refresh. So now let's do that and send. Well, I enabled that. Come on. Data client event rejected, only supported on private and presence channels. What is private and presence channels? Okay. So pusher. So let's look at pusher.js here. Private. I don't see that here. Pusher.js npm. And then private. Subscribing. Private channels. Private channels. Private channels are created in exactly the same way as normal channels, except they reside in the private namespace. This means prefixing the channel name. Okay, so let's do that. So then we'll have channel to private my channel. Okay, and then we'll have the client some event. Okay, so all good in the world right now. So now we should go here to localhost 8080. Not 8080, 3001. And we need to inspect the console. Refresh. Localhost 3000, pusher auth. What is this? Pusher auth, not found. Couldn't retrieve authentication info 404. Must be authenticated to join private or presence channels. What are you talking about? Application security is very important, so Pusher provides a mechanism authenticating users' access to channel at the point of subscription. To do, you must expose authentication endpoint from your own server that is called by the pusher WebSocket libraries. Your server can then respond to either allow or deny the subscription. Oh, okay. All right. So this is a little bit more problematic, but I think we can remove the socket altogether. You with me?
No, not really. Like, what do you mean we can remove the socket altogether?
What I'm saying is we have this server here, the buggy bot, and we have this socket server here, this jumpy temp server here that only listens to socket event and then sends them to chat to the Rails server.
Mm-hmm.
So what I wanted was to get rid of this, but it's not easy because you need to provide like an authentication. Pusher auth and then app key and then whatever. So we need to set up this authentication first.
I still have a question. On the way back, where is the Slack channel ID stored? I don't see
it's just
it
hard
anywhere.
coded in the Rails app.
Okay, so it's hard coded in the Rails app.
Yeah.
That's how it knows. Okay, that makes sense now.
Okay.
Okay, so we're still missing logic to kind of handle the entire bridge, right? Like eventually, it needs to automatically know who to talk with who, right?
Yeah, we're missing some like redirection rules. You know.
Yep. Okay, that's the part I was missing.
Eki Yakov, thank you for the 7 viewers host. Much appreciated. Everybody that's here from Yakov's channel, Eki Yakov channel, welcome. And if you have questions, then please let me know. Okay. So this is what I wanted to get rid of. But in order to subscribe to private channels, then what you will need is an authentication on your server, and then the authentication needs to return something, and like so on and so forth.
Well, I don't understand. Why do you need to get rid of this? Is it having a conflict with Pusher?
No, it's just you have one WebSocket on. It's just managing 2 WebSockets. Why manage 2 WebSockets when you can manage one? And it's not that we can't get rid of it. It's that it's just like, you know, too complicated to finish it in the time that we have remaining. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Yep, that's fine.
But as you can see, we have the entire communication channel open.
Yep. This is a major milestone. We have it working both ways.
Yep.
Yeah, both ways.
So you can see that, and it's working pretty cool. Thank you, man. Thank you.
So, but what I don't get here is, it seems like this is gonna work without Pusher too, because this Pusher is not creating any value for us at this moment, since we're hard coded both sides anyway.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
Like, what is Pusher doing for us here?
Again, what it's doing for us right now is that we don't have to manage the socket in multiple places.
Socket management.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
So yeah, that's what it does.
Okay.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So I think to me, as far as the POC, this is the POC. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I think right now we need to build. We need to start building the logic around, you know, managing the channels, managing the users, which channel associates with which user, and so on and so forth. Which isn't a huge problem, but again, it's just work.
It's tedious, yeah. And then we need to do some business logic, right? Right now we don't have business logic. Now we're gonna have some business logic.
Yeah.
Skeleton business logic, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is awesome, man. I'm like so freaking excited.
Yeah, it's pretty cool for sure.
Yeah. This is
All right, man. So have a good night,
okay.
and we'll see you, everybody. I don't know if tomorrow, so probably next week on Monday.
Yeah. Yep.
So thank you for being with us, and have a good night. Peace.